Hey, Theology on Tap fans. I wanted to send a quick video to you guys. I guess this is going to be the way we're going to be doing this, so I thought I'd start figuring out the technology now. It seems as though I'm more bald on camera than in reality, but what I'd like to do on Friday of this week, so Friday, whatever the date is, March 27th, from 8 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. So from 8 to 9 this Friday, I want to have a Theology on Tap conversation with you guys, with the topic being the Lord's Supper and the coronavirus and its impact on the Lord's Supper. The Lutheran Church Missouri Synod has put out a document called Communion and COVID-19, which is if you're familiar with the CTCR, that's who put that out. The Commission on Theology and Church Relations. So it's a theological document discussing the topic of communion from the biblical background and its implications for a time of pandemic, this exact time of pandemic. So I thought some cool topics for us to be able to discuss. I'm going to put it on Zoom meeting. So Kendra Giuliani set up a lot of different Zooms for us. Different like rooms that we'll be able to use. So what I'll do is I'll be sending out an email with it'll probably be maybe attached underneath this video somehow, or on the email that goes out to the congregation, and also send that out to the Theology on Tap group specifically, as so you can click on the button for Zoom and then type in the code for the room, and then we can get going as quickly as we can at 8. And then try to wrap up at 9. So I try to put it just after bedtime for kiddos, maybe, and then for younger ones, specifically mine, and then maybe try to get it done so some of you who might be going to bed sooner would still be able to join us. So that's kind of the 1 hour sweet spot I was shooting for. We can adjust that in weeks ahead. So obviously, since we'll all be in our own homes, feel free to use be in Zoom and on your cell phone, on your computer, so we can actually see one another. However, if you don't want to do that, you can just tune into the audio as well. It's BYOB, obviously. So here's what I'm planning to do. I've got this Bourbon County that I got this last year that's been sitting down here in the basement. I forgot about it. So now that I'm spending all this extra time in the basement, I'm going to crack that bad boy open and enjoy it on Friday evening during Theology on Tap. Help yourself to whatever you want. Treat yourself out of your own basement collections there. I'll also attach this document if you wanted to read it in advance and start thinking ahead. It'll be like a PDF called Communion and COVID-19. Really, I want to talk about the scripture background of the Lord's Supper, talked about the Lord's Supper in general, and then also applying it to this situation now, and really how this impact is affecting our practice, or really the lack thereof, the lack of practice of the Lord's Supper that we're enduring right now during this time. So if you have any questions, obviously shoot me an email. And I believe this will be recorded. If I remember to push a special button, it will be recorded, and we can access it later if you're not available on Friday for the live stream. Look forward to seeing you on Friday. God's blessings to you and your family. I know it's a tough time for everybody, for some, definitely more than others who have been hit hard economically, and also even with the sickness itself, or the ripple effect that this is having on us all. So it weighs heavy on me, trying to keep the whole congregation in prayer daily, and trying to get in touch with as many people as I can. So the Lord be with you, and I hope to see you on Friday. God's blessings. I don't know how to stop it.